Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. And I wanted to get on here today just to do a little year in review. And what a hell of a year I've learned. I guess it's been a hell of a year for all of us, believe me. And so I wanted to get on the YouTube and make a little video for you as a little recap. But more importantly, I want to make a video that I really hope motivates a few of you. And if you watch to the end of the video, I'll tell you what I mean by that. And I mean this. If anybody out there is struggling with depression or like thinking about quitting, and I don't mean suicide, I don't mean that. I mean like, oh, I can't find a job or I'm struggling, I have some advice for you. Watch to the end of the video so you can get all that. So let me begin though by saying thank you to everybody out there. The link is still down there for the GoFundMe. Again, I appreciate. I got over $5,000 and more, and all of you guys, thank you. Thank you very much for supporting me and paying my legal defense, because this country didn't care for me. Now, what I've learned in this last year, here we go. First of all, I'm not gonna blame Donald Trump, because guess what? It's not his fault that you guys elected a racist fool. He played all of you guys. And we told you, and we told you, and we told you, and we told you. And I told you, and I told all my friends and family, and Kamala Harris told you. Everybody warned you about this piece of garbage Trump. So this video will not be anti-Trump, because guess what? You elected the guy. But you know what I've learned? Even now, as I sit here on January 1st, 2026, even Republicans are getting tired of Trump because he lied to his own base. And now we get to this video. So as you guys know, in February of this year, I was illegally fired by the Veterans Affairs, by the VA. I was in the news, I was on CNN, I was flown by Vote Vets, that organization, to go to DC and talk some shit. And so for me, I even met the staff and Adam Schiff. I met a congressman, all kinds of congressmen, and also my biggest person that I met was Nancy Pelosi. What a great woman she was. But I also met people like Delia Ramirez, fools like her, and then fools like Lou Correa, who, by the way, called me when I got to DC. He called me. I give him that much. That fool called me. Hey, Tony. Hey, Mr. Reese, how are you? I'm your congressman. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow for that luncheon. I'll make sure I meet with you. And guess what? There was a lot of congressmen there. And I can't tell you the location. It was a secret location. But it was in D.C. where I met Pelosi and I met a bunch of people. But guess who wasn't there? My own congressman, Lou Correa. That bum. And I'm going to email him. By the way, I got an idea too. Somebody told me a couple months ago, I was talking to a girl who was like, hey, all these lazy staffers who turn their back on you, Vote Vets who turn their back on you, you should do a video and just name their email addresses. That way all of you can just email them. And guess what? I might even do that. And I'm going to send this video to them so they can watch it. But just so you guys know, here's the whole thing I'm learning. They're all the same. Delia Ramirez told me to my face, yes, I know that Congressman Van Orden threatened you. And yes, by the way, let me remind you, I was threatened over LinkedIn when I was fired. I was threatened by Congressman Van Orden from Wisconsin, which, by the way, made headlines. It got me onto CNN, where he refused to even go on TV with me. By the way, the guy's a Navy SEAL. Supposedly, he's a big torturer. He's a big guy when it comes to doing interrogations, but he wouldn't go on TV with me. I wonder why. It's the same reason why Senator Blumenthal invited me to do a shadow hearing for the VA, and the last minute, the invitation was pulled. Something happened. I think they were afraid that my Mexican ass spoke a little bit too strong for them. Or is it that they're actually friends? That's the epiphany, folks. Let me give you the bad news that I realized this year. There's no good guys and bad guys. So, for me at least, I'm done voting. And I'm not making this video to chastise any Democrat for voting now. I'm telling you, me, personally, after my own Democratic Party turned their backs on me. The VA fired me illegally. I got threatened by a congressman, and guess what the Democrats did? Nothing. Congressman Lou Correa, oh yeah, his staff, we submitted a congressional inquiry. It's already month 8. I've got no inquiry yet, no results. Because you know why? They don't give a fuck. Congressman Delia Ramirez promised me to my face, oh, Jesus Reese, we'll get you in front of the VA committee so you can challenge Van Orden to his face. Hey, Delia Ramirez, where's that invite? All lies. All lies. Now, am I bitter? No. Now comes the part that I think everybody should hear. The lesson that I've learned. So, unfortunately, I didn't have a choice. I was fired illegally. For the first time in my life, I've been fired from a job. Latino, veteran, honorable discharge, master's in Homeland Security, and somebody who's traveled the country over 20 years doing educational outreach for major corporations and traveled during COVID. That's me. The VA employee of the quarter at the LARO who broke records and claims. A superstar, by the way, on Time Magazine. And yet, I was fired illegally and nobody cared. Now, most people took that deferred resignation or whatever because they were still employed or there was that fear. So a lot of people took the DFR, they took the deferred resignation, and now they're screwed. They can't find a job. Well, in my case, this comes to the part I want to motivate all of you. There's a lot of people out there still hurting from all this Doge stuff. Doge was the worst thing that happened to our country. How many veterans lost their jobs? It's sickening. It's shameful that this country allowed, and you know, the vitriol, Veterans Day, we love veterans. Donald Trump and that piece of crap headset. Both of these guys are the biggest supporters of veterans, supposedly. Yet, more than 180,000 were fired in the first 3 months of Doge. 180,000 veterans were fired by the federal offices of the IRS, Department of Education, VA, you name it. And nobody cared. Democrats didn't care. Republicans didn't care. Nobody cared. Blumenthal didn't care. But guess what? Here comes the gist of the whole video. I never gave up. See, in life, we all get knocked down. And by the way, whether it's divorce, whether it's family issues, financial issues, or in my case, losing my dream career. We all get knocked down on our ass. It happens to all of us. And one thing that I learned this last few months was humble myself, which I did. What's funny is I spent 20 years doing education and I made a lot of money. And I traveled in many, many cool places and I got a lot of miles and all that stuff. But I swore to myself when I left education and I went to the federal field, when I was hired by the VA, I was so happy. I was in cloud 9. Like I barely made it to I got to my dream career. And just to have it shoved for me, thanks to you guys voting for Trump. Thanks to that scam of Doge, I lost my career. But here it is though. I could have easily got into depression, drank, quit, been on drugs, down, knocked on my feet. Didn't happen. So I moved. I'm not going to tell you where I live. I just moved, relocated, and got a great job. I'm back in education where I swore I would never be. So this is a gist. For 20 years I did this, and I'm really, really, really good at this. Just like I was really good at the VA. And I'm thriving again. And I guess the message here for all of you, women and men and women, Americans, Democrats, Republicans, I don't give a rat's ass who you are. Don't give up. Never, never give up. Your dreams, they can be derailed, but nobody can stop you but yourself. So no matter what happens in life, how you're knocked down, how many times you're knocked down, keep going. And if you guys find a pathway, if you guys find something in life that you're good at, like in me, education was always my realm. That's what I thrived in. And I had to humble myself and come back to it. I did it. So God bless all you guys, and I wish everybody that watches this video the best. Except for Latinos for Trump. I still hate you guys. And finally, for Ukraine as well. You're going to win this war this year. I promise you. Slava Ukraini. And again, thank you very much for all the support, all the GoFundMe love. Thank you for everything. And I really hope you enjoy this video and the message. And yes, I'll be sending this video to all you congressmen. Call me. Hey, Luke Correa, call me. Senator Blumenthal, give me a call. And most importantly, Donald Trump, give me a call, you piece of shit. Slava Ukraini. And again, Herom Slava. Happy New Year.